The story begins deep in the mountains of Oregon, a place where the forest feels endless and silence feels heavy. People sometimes disappear here, and when they do, no one ever agrees on what really happened. In 1995, a lone hiker vanishes without a trace. Some say it was an animal attack. Others whisper about something worse. That same year, a young boy named Blake Lovell is hunting with his father, Grady. They sit quietly inside an elevated hunting blind. Grady is strict, cold, a man who believes fear makes you strong. Suddenly, something moves between the trees. At first, it looks human, but the way it walks feels wrong. The creature stops and stares directly at them. Then it disappears into the forest. Neither father nor son ever speaks about it again. 30 years later, Blake lives in San Francisco with his wife Charlotte and their daughter Ginger. From the outside, everything looks normal. Inside the house, it isn't. Blake struggles with anger he doesn't understand. His temper flares too easily. And Charlotte is growing tired of living on edge. In many ways, Blake has become the man he once feared becoming. One day, a letter arrives. His father, Grady, has been officially declared dead after years of being missing. Along with the death certificate, Blake receives the keys to his childhood home in Oregon. Hoping distance might fix what's breaking between them, Blake convinces Charlotte to take a family trip. As they drive deeper into the mountains, daylight fades, roads narrow, signal bars vanish. They stop for directions and meet a local man named Derek, who agrees to guide them. But before they reach the farmhouse, something runs into the road. The car swerves violently. In seconds, chaos erupts. A massive creature attacks. Blake is scratched on the arm. Derek is dragged screaming into the forest. Blake doesn't hesitate. He rushes his family into the house, turns on the generator, and barricades every entrance. Whatever attacked them is still out there. As the night stretches on, Blake's wound begins to change. His arm swells unnaturally. Sweat pours from his body. Every sound feels unbearable. His teeth begin to loosen. Words stop making sense. Charlotte tries to help him, but Blake struggles to understand her. When he presses his ear against a side door to listen, a claw suddenly shoots through the pet door and grabs his leg. Charlotte swings a hammer again and again until the creature retreats. But Blake isn't just hurt anymore. Something inside him is waking up. Blake's hair begins to fall out. Then his fingernails. Sharp fangs replace his teeth. Claws force their way from his hands. His vision distorts. His instincts sharpen. Overwhelmed by pain, Blake gnaws at his own infected arm like an animal. Charlotte watches, frozen in fear. The monster isn't just outside the house anymore. Charlotte spots an old truck outside and jump-starts it, hoping to escape with Ginger. But before they can leave, the creature smashes through the windshield. They flee to a greenhouse and climb onto the roof. Blake, now barely recognizable, motions for Charlotte to take Ginger and run. He turns and runs the other way, drawing the monster after him. Moments later, Blake returns. He is more deformed than before. He vomits up a severed human finger. Slowly, he approaches his family. Charlotte understands the truth. Blake is disappearing. The creature attacks again, breaking into the house. Blake places himself between it and his family. They fight violently. In desperation, Blake bites into the creature's neck and kills it. As it collapses, Blake notices something familiar. A tattoo. The same one his father had. The monster was Grady Lovell. The realization shatters Blake. The transformation accelerates. Fur spreads across his body. His posture changes. His eyes glow in the dark. He turns on his family, no longer able to stop himself. Charlotte grabs Ginger and they flee into the forest, hiding inside an elevated hunting blind, the same one Blake once shared with his father. Using his new night vision, Blake stalks them through the darkness. Charlotte sets a bear trap. It snaps shut on Blake's leg. Without hesitation, he chews off his own foot and keeps coming. As the sun begins to rise, Blake climbs the blind. Charlotte raises a rifle. For a brief moment, Blake looks at them. There is pain in his eyes and recognition. He wants it to end. As Blake lunges forward, Charlotte pulls the trigger. Blake collapses. Charlotte and Ginger hold him as he takes his final breaths. For the first time, he is calm. As daylight spreads across the forest, they walk out together. Below them lies a beautiful valley, the same place Blake once described seeing as a child. The curse ends where it began.